Hey everyone, and welcome back to Love Hackers. I'm Alex Carter, your daily dose, your host for all things dating.
And I'm Sophie Tanaka. I'm a dating expert and I'm the co-host.
And today, we are diving deep into a topic that I think is pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Using reverse psychology while dating.
Ooh, this is a good one. Now, before you start thinking this is manipulative, just hear us out.
Yeah.
Reverse psychology is not about tricking women.
Right.
It's about understanding their psychology
Yeah.
and then using that to build attraction. It's more like a dance. You're kind of leading, but she still feels in control.
Interesting. So how does this dance work? How do we use this reverse psychology to make it work?
Okay, well, it all comes down to something called reactance theory.
Reactance theory.
Humans just don't like to be controlled. We resist pressure, especially when it comes to love and dating.
So the more you push, the more she pulls away.
Exactly. Reverse psychology avoids this by suggesting the opposite of what you want. By seeming less invested, you actually become more intriguing.
So playing hard to get is more than just an old saying.
It is. By creating that sense of scarcity, you're triggering her competitive instincts. She starts to pursue you, which makes you seem more desirable.
I can see how that works. We always want what we can't have. But how does this work in real life when you're actually dating?
Okay, let's start with something called breaking rapport. This is about playfully challenging her, disagreeing with her, or even teasing her a little.
Wait, so being a yes man is not what women want?
No, not really. While being kind and respectful is important, always agreeing makes you seem predictable and, honestly, a little boring. By showing your own opinions, you're creating intrigue. You're not afraid to be yourself, and that's attractive.
So it's about being agreeable but still showing off who you really are.
Exactly. Okay, here's another technique.
Okay.
Fun accusations.
Fun accusations.
You playfully accuse her of being bad at something she's probably good at, like hugging or kissing.
Yeah, okay.
It's a lighthearted way to spark her playful side and challenge her to prove you wrong.
Yeah, that sounds like it would lead to some fun flirting.
Exactly. You're creating tension and encouraging her to make the first move.
So she feels in control.
That's right. So we talked about breaking rapport and fun accusations. What else can we use? Well, there's something called the pink elephant effect.
Okay, the pink elephant effect, what is that?
It's about planting an idea in her mind, even though you're telling her not to do it.
That sounds kind of sneaky.
Imagine you're on a date and things are going well.
Right.
You could say something like, "Don't get any ideas. It's way too early for that."
Okay.
Or,
Yeah.
"You're probably thinking about how it feels to kiss me. It's too early."
Interesting. So you're putting the thought in her head, but telling her not to think it.
By saying the forbidden thought, you're bringing it to the front of her mind.
So it's like reverse psychology inception.
Exactly. And that's what's so cool about reverse psychology. It's all about subtle hints and letting her subconscious take over.
So before we go any further, I think we should talk about the elephant in the room. Some people might think this is manipulative.
It's a fair point. But your intention is what matters. We're not talking about tricking women. You should use these techniques with good intentions and always respect her boundaries.
So it's about sparking attraction in an honest way, not playing games.
Absolutely. If you're not genuinely interested, no amount of reverse psychology will work. These techniques work best when you're already attracted to her and want to create a fun dynamic.
So you're building on a spark that's already there.
Okay, so let's talk about another technique, setting standards.
Setting standards, this sounds important.
This is where being honest is so important. Tell her what you don't like instead of what you do like. It encourages her to show you those qualities.
So instead of saying, I want a woman who is adventurous, I might say, I can't stand being with someone who's too timid.
Exactly. It's a small change, but it can have a big impact on how she sees you.
It's like you're describing your ideal partner without actually saying it.
That's the beauty of reverse psychology. It's subtle influence and letting her desires guide her actions.
This is really interesting. I feel like I'm learning so much about attraction.
Me too. And the more we understand this stuff, the better we can navigate the dating world.
Speaking of confidence, I think it's time to move on to our next technique.
Okay, this one's all about her wanting a man who knows what he wants. It's called subtly showcasing your abundance.
Abundance. Like lots of money. I thought we were moving away from all that.
Not really, no. We're talking about abundance in a broader sense, options, experiences, passions.
Okay.
It's showing her you have a great life outside of dating, which makes you more attractive.
So instead of trying to impress her, I should focus on being interesting myself.
Exactly. Remember reactance theory. The less you need her approval, the more curious she gets. We are naturally drawn to people who are confident and know who they are.
So how do I do that without bragging or seeming like I'm trying too hard?
You weave it into your conversations. Instead of asking her what she likes to do, talk about your own hobbies. Mention any trips you have coming up or events you're going to.
So she sees my life as exciting even without her.
Exactly. And be genuine. Don't make things up just to sound cool. Authenticity is key.
So be myself, but my best self.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about leading with disinterest. This might sound a bit weird, but stick with me.
Okay, I'm listening.
This is about downplaying your interest at first, so no showering her with compliments right away.
Wait, cool.
Yeah, but there's psychology behind it. By making her a little unsure, you make her more curious.
So it's like she has to win me over.
Exactly. Now, this doesn't mean be rude. It's a balance between showing interest and holding back a little.
How do I do that?
When you're texting, don't answer right away every time. Don't be afraid to end the conversation first. Leave her wanting more.
Keep her guessing a little.
Yeah, but don't overdo it. You don't want to seem uninterested.
So be attentive, but independent.
Yes. That's a common thread with all these reverse psychology techniques. You want to be your best self, but also let her feel like she's part of the process.
Like a dance where we both have a part to play.
Exactly. That's what makes dating fun. It's about psychology strategy and real connection all mixed together.
This has been a great look into reverse psychology. I feel like I'm learning so much.
Me too. And remember to use all these techniques ethically. Dating should be about making real connections, not just playing games.
Well said. Any last thoughts?
Just remember, reverse psychology is a tool. Don't forget about being yourself, communicating well, and building a true connection.
Good advice. Well, I think it's time to wrap things up. Well, that was awesome. I feel like we really got a handle on using reverse psychology in dating.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So to recap, if you're ready to take your dating to the next level with these techniques, you're listening to Love Hackers.
I'm Sophie Tanaka.
And I'm Alex Carter.
Be sure to subscribe to the show and let us know what you think.
We love hearing from you guys. And hey, if you liked what you heard today, tell a friend. You know, maybe someone who needs a little help in the dating department.
A little boost.
Until next time, everyone, happy dating.